Hello and a very warm welcome to Science Monitor, your weekly update on what's happening in the field of science, technology and innovation in and around the country. I'm Aishwarya with you. From IIT Kanpur's offer to make the most of the holidays declared due to the COVID-19 pandemic to the new strategy developed by IISER Pune to combat cancer. We have lots in store for you. So let us begin with the headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi addresses the nation in the wake of COVID-19 pandemic, asks everybody to cooperate to fight the infection. IIT Kanpur offers free online programming courses to the universities. Students can learn through Prutor.ai during the pandemic holidays. Two-way strategy to destroy cancer cells developed by IISER Pune. New approach raises hope to find a permanent cure for the disease. And a special report on House-sparrow. The species is moving away from the cities, according to the State of India's Birds 2020 report. Now the news in detail. The alarming spread of COVID-19 is turning into a challenge for the whole world. In India too, new cases are being confirmed every day, though the numbers are relatively low considering the large population of India. To limit the spread of the infection, the union as well as the state governments are constantly coming up with new measures, and all measures are being reviewed by the Prime Minister's office. On 19th of March, Prime Minister Narendra Modi addressed the nation to talk about the issues related to COVID-19 and the efforts to combat it.
बीते कुछ दिनों से एक ऐसा माहौल बन रहा है, ऐसा लग रहा है जैसे हम संकट से बचे हुए हैं। ऐसा लगता है सब ठीक है। वैश्विक महामारी कोरोना से निश्चिंत हो जाने की ये सोच सही नहीं है। इसलिए प्रत्येक भारतवासी का सजग रहना, सतर्क रहना बहुत आवश्यक है। और इसलिए इस वैश्विक महामारी का मुकाबला करने के लिए दो प्रमुख बातों की आवश्यकता है। पहला, संकल्प, और दूसरा, संयम। मेरा सभी देशवासियों से ये आग्रह है कि आने वाले कुछ सप्ताह तक जब बहुत जरूरी हो तभी अपने घर से बाहर निकलें। जितना संभव हो सके आप अपना काम, चाहे बिजनेस से जुड़ा हो, ऑफिस से जुड़ा हो सके तो अपने घर से ही करें।
The Government of India is taking the threat of a novel coronavirus very seriously, and all efforts are being made to contain the virus. But are we aware enough to fight the disease? Are the common people doing the right thing to prevent the infection? The team of Science Monitor talked to various people in Delhi to get a clear picture of this. Let us see what did the people say.
मैं अपने चेहरे पे हाथ नहीं लेता हूँ, मैं मुंह के पास हाथ नहीं लेता हूँ। I try to keep this some social distancing with the people.
हाथ वाथ धोना, इससे मतलब दूर रहने के लिए, बीमारी के लिए मास्क का प्रयोग कर रहे हैं। घर में भी बता रहे हैं बहन भाइयों को, सबों को, फैमिली को।
मैं सैनिटाइजर लेके चलता हूँ अपने साथ, और बाकी जिससे भी मीटिंग करता हूँ अब तो हैंड शेक करना बंद ही हो गया।
उससे प्रोटेक्शन के लिए मास्क पहनना चाहिए और अपने हैंड वॉश करने चाहिए 20 सेकेंड्स तक।
आप घर से ज़्यादा बाहर ना निकलें और ज़्यादा लोगों के कांटेक्ट में ना आए, दूर से बात करें और ज़्यादा हाथ भी ना मिलाएं, क्योंकि हाथ में सबसे ज़्यादा बैक्टीरिया होता है और वो फैलते हैं।
और जो कपड़े हमारे पास आ रहे हैं, हम तुरंत जो पर्ची बना के सैनिटाइज़र हमारे पास रखा हुआ है और सैनिटाइज़र का हम उपयोग कर रहे हैं। और हम हमारे जितने भी लड़के हैं सब जाके हर 20 मिनट में सैनिटाइज़र से हम वॉश करवा रहे हैं।
अगर किसी को जुकाम हो रहा है तो उसको तुरंत ट्रीटमेंट लें, अपना डॉक्टर से सलाह लें, जाकर के चेकअप कराएं। जुकाम हो, बुखार हो, कुछ भी हो।
अपना डाइट पर ध्यान रखना पड़ेगा। एक खाने पीने पे
पे बहुत ध्यान रखना पड़ेगा, जिससे मैं हेल्थी खाना खाए और हमारी इम्यूनिटी, हमारी जो पावर है शरीर की, वो बनी रहे।
बच्चों को बार बार हाथ धोने के लिए बोलते हैं कि भाई आप हाथ धो के आओ, बाहर से आए तब भी हाथ धोने के लिए बोलते हैं उनको, सैनिटाइज़र के लिए भी बोलते हैं कि बाहर मार्केट में जाते समय सैनिटाइज़र लगाओ।
We would like to inform our viewers that for getting all kinds of information on coronavirus in India, like helpline numbers, advisories and guidelines related to the disease, rely only on the site of Ministry of Health and Family Welfare and do not believe in any rumors. Meanwhile, the Ministry of Health has also issued quarantine guidelines to minimize the spread of the disease. Let's have a look at the guidelines as they are highly crucial to contain the infection.
As per the information available, novel coronavirus can only be caught by establishing a close contact with the infected person or his contaminated belongings. Droplets discharged during a sneeze, a cough or contact with the saliva or nasal discharge of a person can spread the infection. The infection can also occur through the used belongings of the infected person, such as masks, handkerchiefs, clothes, linen, or any other thing being used by the person during the infection. Therefore, Ministry of Health under the Government of India has issued several guidelines for the home quarantine of any person who has come in contact with any infected person or environment. The symptoms of COVID-19 appear within 5 to 14 days, so home quarantine can be an effective tool for fighting the infection and its spread. According to the guidelines, the quarantined person should stay limited to a properly ventilated room, preferably with an attached bathroom, strictly avoiding any gatherings. The person should stay away from the elderly, pregnant ladies, kids, and other persons in the family with comorbidities. The person should wear a surgical mask at all times and should change and dispose it off every 6 to 8 hours. Hands should be washed thoroughly and regularly with the soap and water or with an alcohol-based sanitizer. In case of symptoms like fever, cough, breathlessness, nearest healthcare center should be informed immediately or helpline number 011 2397 8046 can be called. Only one person from the family should take care of the quarantined person and must avoid coming in direct contact with the dirty linen or skin. Mask and disposable gloves should be used all the times. The furniture and the room used by the quarantined person should be cleaned regularly with 1% sodium hypochlorite solution. The duration of quarantine can vary from 14 days to the time till the report of the infected person comes negative. General public must also follow precaution as laid by the WHO. 1. Wash your hands multiple times in a day with soap or alcohol-based sanitizer. 2. Cover your mouth while coughing or sneezing. 3. Stay away from crowded places or public gatherings and functions. 4. Avoid traveling to coronavirus-infected places. 5. Don't ignore fever or cough. 6. Avoid eating uncooked food and seafood. Apart from this, one should also not share any unconfirmed news or rumor that can amplify the fear surrounding the disease. Neither WHO nor the Government of India has recommended any alternative medicine for the new infection. So, home remedies should not replace the medical care a person might need. Although the disease has infected many people, yet many have also recovered from it. So, we should remember that first comes the prevention and the second is medical attention.
Many educational institutions in India as well as in the world have discontinued their regular classes as a precautionary measure to contain the spread of coronavirus. And looking at the free hours the students will have during this period, IIT-Kanpur has decided to provide free online programming courses to the universities across the globe through its proprietary technology, Prutor.ai. Let us see the report to know more.
Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, many schools, colleges and universities have cancelled their regular contact classes and students have been asked to remain at home. In an effort to make this grim situation a little exciting, IIT Kanpur has decided to offer free online programming courses to students of all universities through their intelligent tutor system, Prutor.ai. According to IIT Kanpur, interested educational institutions can sign up through the portal and can avail free access till 31st July 2020 for any number of students.
पूरा विश्व इस समय कोरोना वायरस की चपेट में आया हुआ है और बहुत सारे स्कूल, कॉलेजेस एवं यूनिवर्सिटीज़ ने अपने अपने फिज़िकल क्लासरूम बंद कर दिए हैं। तो इस समय आईआईटी कानपुर द्वारा डेवलप एक टेक्नोलॉजी है प्रूटर, जो कि ऑनलाइन प्रोग्रामिंग कोर्सेज रन करती है। हम लोग इस टेक्नोलॉजी को लोगों को फ्री में अवेलेबल करवा रहे हैं हमारे ऑनलाइन प्लेटफॉर्म Prutor.ai के थ्रू।
Prutor is a revolutionary and proprietary technology developed at IIT Kanpur over the last 6 years using thousands of hours of teachers and students. It has already been adopted by IIT Mumbai, IIT Goa, IIT Madras and other leading institutes to teach coding and lectures which are available both in Hindi and English. IIT Kanpur is ready to provide this technology to any college or university, and as per the researchers, any student above class 8th can use Prutor and learn programming.
हमारी सभी छात्रों से एवं यूनिवर्सिटीज़ एवं कॉलेजेस से अपील है कि वो इस प्लेटफॉर्म का फ़ायदा लें। 31 जुलाई 2020 तक हम लोग इसमें कई सारे कोर्स फ्री में रन करेंगे, तो आप लोग इसमें कनेक्ट हों और अपने को जो समय मिला है, खाली समय मिला है, उसका सदुपयोग करें।
The institutes willing to enroll can do so by registering themselves on Prutor.ai and avail the services till 31st July 2020. This development gives an opportunity to the students to make the best use of their free time by learning a skill that will surely upgrade their biodata.
It's time for a short break now, but do not go anywhere as we'll be back with more reports.
Art arisen from a multi-hued cultural canvas. Tradition and cultural fervor dating back centuries. And encircling them all, there's a magic that awes. Embrace your nation's brilliant human warmth. Watch Colors of India, Sundays at 9:30 p.m. on Rajya Sabha television.
Welcome back after the break. You're watching Science Monitor. And now let us have a look at some other developments happening in the field of science and technology through our segment Science Express.
Demand of hand sanitizers has increased in view of the coronavirus infection, and fake products are entering the market. In view of this, scientists at Institute of Himalayan Bioresource Technology, IHBT-Palampur, have developed a new hand sanitizer. The product has natural smell and active tea components in addition to the alcohol content as per the World Health Organization's standards. The special thing about this sanitizer is that it doesn't use chemicals like parabens, triclosan, phthalates or any artificial fragrance. IIT Hyderabad has also prepared a hand sanitizer according to the WHO standards for the institute community. In addition to the 70% isopropyl alcohol solution or IPA, the hand sanitizer also contains polypropylene glycol to increase the viscosity and reduce the volatility to allow prolonged and effective action against all microbes. The Indian Institute of Technology Madras is organizing India's first global Hyperloop pod competition to raise awareness and enthusiasm about Hyperloop in India. The final round of this world-class competition will be held at IIT Madras in July 2020. The Indian Hyperloop pod competition aims to help students to develop Hyperloop pods and build the fastest, innovative and efficient design and prototypes of related technologies in the field. The student teams will participate in the design and construction of a sub-prototype vehicle to demonstrate the technical feasibility of various aspects of the Hyperloop concept. Shortlisted teams selected for the final round will have to develop a fully functional prototype of their design for display on the Hyperloop test track at IIT Madras. The US space agency NASA has selected proposals for 4 missions to study cosmic explosions and the debris they leave behind. The missions will also see how the atmosphere of the orbiting planets is affected by the nearby stellar flares. NASA aims to launch these missions in 2025. The proposals have come up with innovative ways to help uncover the secrets of the universe. 2 astrophysics small explorer missions and 2 missions of opportunity were selected based on the science and feasibility of the development plans.
Despite the many efforts of the scientists, cancer remains one of the most challenging diseases of the present times. Scientists and researchers all over the world are trying to develop new treatments to find a permanent solution for this ailment. In this series, a team of researchers from the Indian Institute of Science Education and Research, Pune, has found a unique path to achieve this goal. To find out the details, let us see the report.
Cancer. The name itself instills fear in our minds. Though many drugs and therapies have been developed for the treatment of the disease, yet none of them has offered a permanent cure. Therefore, scientists working at the Biofunctional Molecular Design Lab at IISER Pune are working on a new approach to deal with the cancer cells. The researchers led by Dr. Pinaki Talukdar are developing small molecules that can be used to disturb the balance of ions in the cancer cells. According to the researchers, balance of certain ions like chloride, sodium and potassium is essential for the survival of any living cell, and any imbalance in these ions can lead to the death of the cells. Therefore, this balance is maintained continuously through transport channels that are present in the lipid membranes of the cells. The team led by Dr. Pinaki Talukdar synthesized an artificial transport system and tested the system to create an imbalance of ions in the cells to see the result.
So we applied our system in cell and we found that this chloride ion transport in the cell actually leading the cell death. So we studied the entire mechanism earlier and we confirmed that this apoptosis process is occurring using our system.
Next step was to use this system to target the cancer cells. For this, the researchers took advantage of the high levels of glutathione or GSH found in the cancer cells. According to the researchers, glutathione forms the inner line of defense of the cancer cells. It reacts with free radicals and saves the cancer cells from destruction. The researchers made use of this knowledge and developed a molecular system that becomes active in the presence of high GSH levels and reacts to form an ion channel in the cell membranes. This channel disturbs the balance of ions in the cells and promotes oxidative stress. This helps to decrease the level of glutathione in the cancer cells, thereby affecting their immunity.
We have used this strategy so that it is working on 2 principles. One is to attack the internal defense of the cancer cell, that is to use the cancer defense of this cell against itself, and second thing to bring the ion transport into the picture. So both these processes work together that push the cells to the programmed way of cell death, that's called as apoptosis.
So normal drugs, they bind to certain kinds of receptors, which can be a protein, which can be nucleic acids. But our system, they form channel in the membrane, so therefore they are independent system, and they can kill cancer cell just by delivering excess of ions inside the cell and also reducing the glutathione level in cancer cell.
The research done by IISER Pune has the potential to develop new chemotherapeutics, as it does not involve binding with any cellular target, as is the case with the traditional cancer drugs. The research has been published in the international journal Angewandte Chemie.
It's time for another break. Stay tuned to Science Monitor, as we'll be back soon.
Tales that inspire. Stories of social change. A salute to diversity. Promoting public discourse. Events that motivate. Inspiring the innovative spirit. Watch Rajya Sabha television documentaries.
What is COVID-19? COVID-19 is the infectious disease caused by the most recently discovered coronavirus. This new virus and disease were unknown before the outbreak began in Wuhan, China in December 2019.
Welcome back to Science Monitor. There was a time when house sparrows were all around us and our mornings were accompanied by their delightful chirping. But over the years, major Indian cities have witnessed a steady decline in their population as the concrete-based development of the cities has left little scope for their food and shelter. According to the State of India's Birds 2020 report, this species is shunning the cities and moving towards the countryside. Here is our special report on World Sparrow Day.
With the dawn, there used to be a voice, a lively chatter that has now vanished somewhere. Flying through the windows, moving in and out of the rooms, and roaming around the house, this bird was a part of every family and resided freely in everybody's house. Yes, it was the house sparrow. The small birds could nest even in the holes of our walls, but not anymore. According to the State of India's Birds 2020 report, the population of house sparrow in India is quite stable, but their abundance has decreased considerably in the major cities of India. The bird, which is known to accompany the humans since ages, is now deserting the cities and moving towards the countryside. The question arises, why did this happen? Well, because we have pushed them out of our houses. Our urban lifestyle and negligent attitude towards the environment have made their sightings rather occasional. The ever-squeezing houses in the cities have literally left no space for their nests, and we are busy building concrete jungles by destroying the natural flora of the cities, thereby also affecting their food. Apart from this, various insecticides and chemicals being used by the humans are detrimental for the growth of many birds as they cause a significant reduction in their ability to reproduce. And house-sparrow is also one among them. In Europe, sparrow has been listed as a species of conservation concern, and in Britain, it has been red listed. In 2012, the house sparrow was nominated as the state bird of NCT of Delhi in an effort to raise awareness about their increased migration. The declining abundance of this species in the major cities is a very clear indicator that humans are fiddling with the ecosystem and giving rise to its imbalance. If we provide the required protection to the sparrow, it will also reciprocate the same by protecting our ecosystem, by feeding on insects which are harmful for our crops, by dispersing the seeds of the plants, by feeding on our leftovers, and in many other small ways that we are ignorant of. Recognizing that every species has a definite role in the ecosystem, every year 20th March is observed as the World Sparrow Day, not only to raise awareness about the sparrows but also about the other common birds that are a part of our environment. The initiative was started by the Nature Forever Society of India in collaboration with many other international organizations across the world.
And that's all in today's edition of Science Monitor. Do tell us how do you like our program. You can send your feedback and suggestions through email. Our email ID is news@vigyanprasar.gov.in. You can also write into us at Vigyan Prasar, 5th floor, Prithvi Bhavan, Lodhi Road, New Delhi, 110003. We'll meet you again next week with new informative stories on science, technology and innovation. Till then, stay safe and think scientifically. Bye-bye.
Submarines.